This is going to be very much a transitionary episode, folks. In fact, this will be the last 4Runner episode on this channel. I've decided to move all the travel stuff, the 4Runner stuff, the mechanical stuff, all the travel reviews over to a brand new channel that is 4Runner Nomad. 4Runner_Nomad, because 4Runner Nomad. I thought it would be better because generally folks are only here on this channel for the photography or the 4Runner. So I don't want to show you stuff that you don't want to see. So that's why we decided to split it off into a sister channel. You can go over there and join now. That's 4Runner Nomad. Now by the time you're watching this, that channel will have launched and I will simulpost this review over there as well. And there should be a few little knickknacks on that channel once you get there. Some camp cook stuff, a few other things. So yeah, that's going to be the dedicated 4Runner and travel shenanigan channel. Hope to see you there. Now, since this episode is going to be more or less bridging the gap between the two channels, I'm going to set up Marcus, the Grayflex Speed Graphic 4x5, so my photography folks can look at him while I do this review. Now, just like everybody that moves onto the road in a vehicle, in a van, in a camper, window covers are usually a big deal. So when we first went on the road, Leia and I, which has been over a year and a half ago now, hard to believe, we had the same problem. So I needed some window covers. I started out doing what most everybody does, making my own out of some Reflectix. That's essentially aluminum foil with bubble wrap sandwiched in between. Those actually worked great until we got out to the Organ Mountains outside of Las Cruces in Mexico. Whenever I would have the doors open, they would just blow out. Maybe I didn't have them fitted well enough. So it left me needing some good window covers. And at the time, for the 5th gen Toyota 4Runner, there really weren't any. So I found the WeatherTechs. They were a bit pricey. I decided to invest in them. So I had the first set shipped out to me while I was in Las Cruces, put them in, and they worked great for a few months. In truth, I actually loved those things. I did a exuberant review while we were in Superior, Arizona. A lot of folks asked questions about them. I interacted with a lot of you there, telling you how great they were. And that, in part, is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this less than glowing follow-up review. But I need to separate the review into the product side and the customer service side, because the customer service side on the part of WeatherTech, as well as Car ID, where I actually ordered the first set from, was wonderful. I wish I had these people in my life all the time, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. We'll talk about that in just a second. First, let's talk about what went wrong with the window covers. As you can hear, pretty crinkly. Sorry about that, folks. And I'll say in advance, these have a shiny side and a black side. For the sake of everybody's eyes, I'm going to be talking about the black side, but this problem is across the board on all the window covers, both sides. And that problem is just that. Massive delamination. There's some type of foam material, closed cell foam inside of these. That's what makes up the body of the shades. And this vinyl type material is adhered to that, and that's come completely loose. Now, I got the first set December of 2022, and then by July of 2023 I had contacted WeatherTech first to report the problem. So that's just a matter of months, and they'd actually went bad before that. It just got to the point where, and we'll talk about this in just a second, where they weren't staying in the windows. They were horrible to put in, and they made a lot of noise, as you can tell. So they're, of course, very loud. That's a problem if you're in a more stealthy vehicle, which mine is decidedly not. But if you're in a stealth situation where you don't want people to know you're camping, all this noise is going to make them know that you're setting up, at least for the night. Then you have the fact that they simply won't stay in the windows. I have to tape them. And it causes an issue with, of course, the insulation properties of these and the privacy of these. So yeah, very big problem. So that's when I reached out to WeatherTech. Again, it was July 2023. Talked to the same person, Chloe. I love you very much.
Oh yeah, Chloe.
Talked to the same person throughout this process. She informed me that since I bought these from a authorized WeatherTech dealer, I would have to handle the warranty information through them, and that was Car ID. Contacted Car ID. Within a few days, they shipped me out a whole new set wonderful people, absolutely love them. So I had a whole new set of these, and I thought all was going to be right with the world. But then, a few months later, it was the fall of 2023. I think it was probably September when I started hearing the same issue again with the delamination. And then by October, all the covers had done the exact same thing, the same delamination. So I emailed Chloe at WeatherTech again. And Chloe, just what can I say? I absolutely love you. Thank you so much for your help before I even get into what we talked about. And that's why I wanted to say, folks, the customer service at WeatherTech, next to none. Some of the best customer service I have experienced. So Chloe and I talked back and forth. I talked to her about what the problem was. I was at a loss because the big thing with these, when you get them, they're all rolled up. They look something like this. So as such, whenever I would take these out and we would get back on the road, I would roll them up, and that's how they would be stored until I put them back in the vehicle again. When I was at a campsite like we are here, going to be here for a little bit, I would store them flat in the hive. I wouldn't even roll them back up when we would leave to go to the store or something. So really, I was at a loss. I was always very careful putting them in the windows. I never folded them. I never stored them folded. So really, I didn't know what I could be doing to cause this problem if it was something not involving the covers themselves. Because the rear covers, let's just go look at those. These two rears, pay no attention to this, I'm installing some electrical. These two rear covers on the very back windows, side windows, these are the originals. These were in that first set I got back in December from Car ID. They are like new. They still fit great. They're not delaminating. Everything's perfect. Let me show you from the outside. Everything is exactly how it should be. Those have been in there ever since I got the first set. They have not been moved. And that's what really makes me think whatever the issue is actually involving the covers themselves, or at least some unknown cause that I'm doing in terms of taking them in and out. And actually, that's something we need to talk about. So this is how the shades look installed in the windows. This is the passenger side front. You can see I have to have painter's tape to hold these in. Ooh, look at that. We don't want to put enough pressure on the perimeter of the window to actually hold those in there. That's a massive problem. For one, it's completely annoying to have to deal with that. If you have any windows cracked up here, you open the door, they blow out because they're not in there tight. It definitely causes a heating issue with the window letting a lot of air, cold air, come through in the wintertime. Yeah, it's just not good. So those that I've never taken out before, they're still like new. They're still brand new. They're still pristine. There's no delamination. So to me, I'm thinking it has to be something to do with taking these in and out, which I really don't do that much compared to somebody. Let's say you go to work in the morning, you put them in, you take them out to go home that evening. So if you work 5 days a week, you're taking them out and in 10 times, multiply that. So really, I'm not doing it probably as much as the normal user would use because we are so often in a static location where I leave the covers in there just all the time. So I talked with Chloe about it. I told her my thoughts. She said she would get into the R&D department and find out possibly if anybody else had this problem and what could be the cause. She got back to me, said that supposedly they never heard this problem before. I have no reason not to believe her. And she said that the R&D boys and gals said that it could be that these are only rated for 90 degrees Fahrenheit temperatures. Car window covers rated for 90 degrees, which I found kind of odd. Be that as it may, they said that might be causing the delamination, and that when I would take them out of the windows, I was rolling them up and maybe too soon, and that was causing maybe the glue to become unadhered. Like I said, that's what I was told. Personally, I have a hard time believing that window covers that are only rated for 90 degree temperatures, that's kind of odd because it doesn't really even have to be that hot outside for a vehicle with the windows rolled up to get like an oven on the inside. So the sun's beating down on these all the time, 90 degrees. Hey, I'm not an engineer. So after we talked a little more, I sent Chloe some pictures of all the shades delaminating. She sent me a whole new set. You can't beat it. So from beginning to end, this is the third set of WeatherTech window covers that I have for my 5th gen 4Runner. And then they're still doing this. Unfortunately, yeah, the set that I got from Chloe in October, that's the third set total. It started doing the same thing again, even sooner, and we're headed into winter. I was in Tennessee at the time. I'm back through Middle Tennessee now, and the temperatures never once got anywhere near to what I would say would be 90 degrees inside that vehicle, because I would have the hatch open all the time. I have the doors open all the time. Then going into winter, this is one of the coldest winters we'd had in Tennessee, and these probably didn't last maybe a month or so before they started doing this delamination again. So I'm at a loss. I'm not going to contact WeatherTech again. Like I said, 3 sets. I've used them for over a year and a half. Got a lot of I got purpose out of them, a lot of use. Still, these were $200 window covers. And I suppose when you really get down to it, 3 sets and the use I've got, I suppose I was really just renting these, and they worked, you know, okay for a while. So I'm not entirely unhappy, but yeah, I wish I still had some functioning window covers. So I would like to know any folks who bought these from my other review, have you experienced this problem? Do you know anybody who's experienced this problem? Because I'm at a loss. I still haven't found anybody else. I really think it has to be something that I'm doing, but folks, I'm being completely honest with you here. I don't know what that could possibly be. I feel like I'm doing everything correctly with the install and the takedowns, the transport, everything. I have no idea. However, there could be a silver lining to this. I essentially have a complete set of templates. I can use these to cut out, make some more well-fitted Reflectix covers. I'm probably going to do that. However, as time often does, there appears to be more products on the market for my application. I just saw something on Amazon the other day, a full set of covers that are more or less not generic, but they're made for the 4Runner. They're just more, you can custom fit them. I'll pop them up on the screen now because I'm not making any sense. Those are a lot cheaper. I think they're about 1/3 of the price of these WeatherTechs. I might just go ahead and get a set of those to review if you want me to. Literally, I'm gonna be that YouTube guy. Put that down in the comments if you want me to just get a set of those off Amazon to review them and compare them to these. Because if those don't work, I'm just gonna go back to making my own and hopefully try to work out a solution to make them fit in there really well now that I have a really nice template to use to cut them. So regardless what channel you might be watching this review on, folks, whether it's the Adam Welch photography channel or the brand new sister channel 4Runner Nomad, I sincerely hope if you watched my previous review on this, you got them and you had problems. Don't hold it against me. I am sorry about that if you bought those because of what I said, because at the time that really was true. These were extraordinary, and it wasn't through the long-term it wasn't until the long-term use that these problems began to present themselves. So as you watched any of my other episodes, folks, anything I review, I take a pretty good bit of ownership with it. So yeah, if you have any questions about these, the actual specific uses of the covers, any problems you've run into, again, put that down in the comments. I'll put all the other pertinent information down in the description of this episode. So Leia is ready to get back on the road. I am ready to get back on the road. So I guess that's where we'll see you next.